This video/stream is sponsored by Trader Central. Trader Central provides funding for traders, spot cryptocurrency exchange services, and access to trading tools like copy trade software, portfolio tracking, and a social platform exclusive for communicating with trader friends. Sign up now using the link in the description and get up to 30% off on your first plan.
Hello, what's up, you guys? It's Jeff Benson as always, and you're welcome to our Monday live stream. Super excited to always have you guys as always. And just as what I always love to do right now, I'm in Lagos, Nigeria. I would love to know where you guys are joining us from in the comment section. Just go ahead and drop where you're joining us from the comment section. I can see a lot of people sending their greetings. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever part of the world you're joining us from. You guys are well recognized. We love you guys. And so we have worldwide from South Africa. We have a lot of other people still sending in their location right here. We appreciate you guys for joining us from all over the world. All right. So one thing that I really love to do today is, in as much as we have a lot of people joining from Nigeria, in Ghana, in South Africa, in Zimbabwe, in Anambra, in where we have a lot of people from Abuja City, from the UK, United Kingdom. We have from United States, we have from South Africa, we have from Cameroon, we have from Port Harcourt City, we have from Abuja. So we have close to about 400 people currently live streaming with us right now. As of right now, I know things will definitely people will still keep coming and all of that. We have from Delta, South Sudan, all the whole of Africa, from the whole of America, Dubai. I can sound other person from Dubai, Mubarak from Dubai. Nice to have you guys as always. So please kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are new to YouTube channel. So what I do every Monday is to live stream and do a weekly recap of how we traded last week so that you can better understand how to trade this new week, you know, how to approach it better and all of that. So we have more people from India, from Egypt, from Kuwait, from Benin City, from Slovakia, all across Europe. We have you guys well represented. Nice to have you guys. Afghanistan, we've got you guys well represented here too. Enugu, South Africa, we have everyone from London to from Chad, Mozambique, like, and so on and so forth. In as much as I love you guys joining us today, I really love to give a shout out to, or my condolences go to those that lost life yesterday in Nigeria. I know I don't really love to talk about politics, but these are things that have just been going on in my country right now, and I don't really like it. So respect to those who lost their lives yesterday, and I don't really know what they are fighting for. People who did that, I don't know what their aim is. Just know that I also condemn that act, and my prayers are with the family, and I just pray things get better soonest. So I love you guys, and I'm really heartbroken about what happened. All right, so thank you. And my condolences go to those who are really, really broken about these things. I just want you guys to know that with time, things will definitely get better. I pray they get better, but I just know that it's not dependent on one person. It's the responsibility of every one of us in Nigeria. I mean, what happened in Ondo or what yesterday in church. All right. So thank you guys about that, and I appreciate you all. So today we have two guests in the house who were our signal provider in Firepips last week. They are here to break down the charts and how you two can as well approach it this new week and the subsequent one. So make sure you stick to the end of this video, because at the end of this video, I'm also going to be sharing some important information with you all. And I'm also going to be giving you what I think will be happening for this week, my weekly forecast, okay, how you should be approaching this week, just a sneak peek on what you should be expecting for this new week. All right. So with that said, I would just love to introduce the first person, which is Ernest Olawale. So here's what I do. Before he come on board, here's what I do every new week. In our mentorship at Firepips FSU, you can see the screen. You can see your screen right now. What is scrolling through your screen right here? Yeah, that's the website. If you want to be a part of the mentorship, it's just $3.99 for a whole year and $9 for a month. So you can go ahead and test it out for a month. Or if you trust the whole process and you want to stay with us, you can just go ahead and go for the yearly plan. I mean, the yearly plan is what I strongly do recommend. I recommend the yearly plan. All right. So and everything is strongly online. We get to meet every Wednesday live and every Friday live, 8 a.m. London time. So we get to trade, you ask questions, and then I answer live and all of that, anything that you have. And we also guide you, help you in trading, in creating a trading plan and all of that. So one thing we also love to do these days is we have signal provider for each new week. So every week we have two people set out to provide signals in the premium channel. All right. And it's also worthy of note that if you're also a newbie, you don't know what Forex is, and you're just hearing about Forex, or you've heard about Forex maybe on radio, on television, or you've seen it on Instagram, seeing people really living the flamboyant life, and they told you that they are Forex trader, or your friend just tell you that I'm a Forex trader. You see him with the nice Benz, the nice cars, and every other thing, but it doesn't really have the time to want to teach you. Yes, we've got you covered to a Firepips. So all you just have to do is head straight to our firepipsfx.com website and start learning for free, absolutely for free. Yes, there's one for $0 right there. So all I just need you to do right now is just head straight to firepipsfx.com and you select this way. Let me walk you through the process so you understand what I'm trying to talk about. So before I make them come on live, yeah, let me just show you something real quick so you know that it's a place for just for everyone. Everyone have got a place. So you just head straight to like firepipsfx and you click on that fx.com. So when that loads up, it's going to bring you this landing page that you currently see right now on your screen. Sorry, it's kind of slow. That maybe because my network is a little bit sloppy this time. That's something that ordinarily wouldn't have happened. Maybe because we have a lot of network, I have a lot of things really loaded on top of it. Okay, so with that, sure, it's really beginning to slow down, and that's normally something that doesn't happen. Okay, let me check some settings. Okay, connected. Okay, so you have to click on beginners class. It's free, absolutely for free. So you can start learning from what is Forex, the tools you would need as a Forex trader, whether you need a phone, you need a laptop, and all of these tools that you need, everything, all instructional basis there. How to set up MT for your phone, on your laptop, how to calculate pips, everything as regarding Forex, the ABC of Forex, everything A to Z is all here. So if you want to go for the mentorship, you want to click on this one. And this one, right, beginner to cash out master is also available at firepipsfx.live. That's just a one-off course that I created for those who want to kickstart their trading and mostly get towards proprietary firm trading. All right. So these are the things that we have available. So now this is a product of us at Firepips. So here is him going to be presenting and what he did last week, and we caught a crazy number of pips last week. So I'll just let him break that down and how he was able to catch all that move and carry everyone along too as well. So how you doing?
Good afternoon, boss.
How's everything going?
Everything is going perfectly fine.
So I'll just leave you in the hands of Ernest Lawole Richard. He's going to do the brief introduction about himself and walk you through what he has been seeing on TPSD since last week and everything about him. So just take it away and show us what you've been doing.
First of all, I want to thank my mentor Jeff for giving me such an opportunity to go live. It's a really nice opportunity for me. My name is Ernest Richard Olawole, and I joined Firepip May 6th, which is last month, and today makes it 1 month for me in Firepip, and I'm super excited. So on joining Firepip, I was able to flip an account from $47 to $120, and I made withdrawals from that account. And everything that I've done so far is what I've learned from Jeff. And also, I'm currently on my 10K, my first fund challenge. And now let me take you back to the chart and the signals we provided for last week. I and my partners, we provided about 6 signals, and I'll take you through the signals we provided for Monday and Tuesday. So I believe you can see my chart. So this is my chart for last week, just the way it was during the trading session. This is how it was for last week. And the first thing we'll do every day on a Monday morning, we'll mark out a high and low of the week. So we'll go to our 4-hour time frame to do that. So from my 4-hour time frame, we'll look for the first 2 candles to form on our H4. That's how we get our high and low of the week. So let me use the replay function to explain better. So this was Monday, which is 29th of May. Then remember, before we do that, put our section break. So we go to your settings and you click on session break. So once you click it, it separates the chart into the different days of the week. So that being done, then we use our replay function. So this was the first candle for Monday. So we had these 2 candles and we had to mark our low, then we marked our high of the week. Now let me go to our lower time frame. So on Monday, what we actually do is our normal criteria of taking a trade is psychological level. Our checklist are psychological level, high and low of the week, chart pattern, and trend line. So for that Monday, I had this box here. So on Monday, I had this box here that when price gets to this point, I might either go short because here I have eye of the week, I have a trend line, I have a psychological level. What I'm just looking for is chart pattern, which is our aim for us to go short. So let me use the replay function and see what happens. So when price got there, this was the first leg of the aim. I was waiting for another spike up for me to see a clearer version of the aim. So upon this week here, I started getting on this trade with small lot size and I was stuck on this trade. So my stop loss was above this position, which is 20 pips above this position, above this recent, this previous high. That was when my stop loss was above this recent high. So we entered the trade from this position and we had our position stacking. So let's see how the trade played out. So price was moving and it went down just like that. So upon seeing this candlestick, immediately this candlestick closed and I was seeing weak rejection. I had to opt out from this trade because that is one of our criteria for us to exit trade because we have our exit strategy. When we see weak rejection or we approach psychological level, we exit our trades. So seeing this weak rejection from here, I knew we might be going long here. So immediately I opted out from this trade to secure my profit. So you can see, furthermore, it played out that the trade retraces and went up and it was buying. So if I had not gone out from this trade, it would have probably come back and hit my stop loss, take me out of the trade, and I would be losing money. So that was the trade we took for Monday. So on Tuesday, so let me fast forward to Tuesday. So on Tuesday, this is what we had. So, like I said, what we do every day is whenever we have a psychological level, we have a trend line moving towards that position, and we have the low of the week. We draw out a box, waiting for price to come there and for us to react to price. So I had this box here, and what I had in mind, if I see a W here, I would go long on this spot. So let me play it and you see what happens. So this was the first leg. I didn't get in on this leg. Now, you see this weak rejection. This was where we started getting in on this particular trade. And we had our confirmation from the next bullish candle that formed. So we took this trade and it played out. So upon seeing this weak rejection, and if you look at your left side, you observe that this was the recent side the market tested. So we had to opt out from this trade, from this position to secure our profits. So that's just basically the idea. But one mistake I made on this trade is to have gone into this trade early. I went too early into this trade. So most times you have to be patient for your setup to work out. So that was the two signals we provided for Monday, Tuesday. And one thing I've learned from last week trading is you need to be patient. Trading is all about you being patient. If you are patient, you will catch the right signals. You don't have to be chasing after trade because most times when you chase after trade and you get in too early, you might not be able to hold that trade for long if you're having a drawback. So that was one of my experience from last week's trade. And the whole thing is the mentorship works and we're all learning from what Jeff is doing. And it's quite simple. All I do is to mark out my chart, wait for W or chart pattern to form, and I wash out my psychological level, my trend line. So that's just the basic thing we do and how we take our trades. So that's about the signals I provided for Monday and Tuesday. And my partner, we also break down the signals for the remaining days of the week. And my social media handle is on Instagram is Olawale Anis1. Olawale Anis1, that's my social media handle on Instagram. So you can follow me on my Instagram page.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, Olawale, for that brief breakdown of what happened from that last week and up until this time. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. So we have someone else too in the building. He had when he was speaking, he talked about him having a partner. So the partner is right here too, and waiting for him to also explain his part of the signal, so you can as well learn from two of them what they saw differently. So we have John Okoli. Please, can you take it away, John? All right, so maybe we are currently experiencing some technical glitch on his end or something. All right, so John, okay. So while we're waiting for him to join us first, I just want to comment something. Ernest didn't mention how he was able to. Okay, can you hear me now? Try to unmute on your end. How about now?
Can
Can
you
you say
hear?
something? Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear you now.
I can hear you now.
All right, go ahead, please.
Okay.
Do a brief introduction
Yeah.
about yourself. Take it away. What you saw last week that made you to make that move, and experiences, your challenges, mistakes you've learned, and
Okay.
what you intend doing forward.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone where you are currently watching from. My name's John Okoli. Currently resides in Istanbul, Turkey. So I joined Firepips on the 15th of February this year, and started learning, following up on forex trading since July 2019, and since then it has been a wonderful experience till I came to Fire Pips, and everything took some perfect level of perfections, and it's never a mistake for me having joined Fire Pips. So I was privileged by my mentor, Mr. Jeff, to be part of the signal providers for last week. It was really a great privilege from him. So I because last week, let me not lie to us, if you really traded last week, it was really a hell of a trading week. It was really challenging, coupled with the 2 days bank holidays that we had on Thursday and Friday. It's really challenging anyway. So, but nonetheless, I was able to get some few trades on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Though they may not look so clean, but then we got it, and to some extent we're able to put something on the table. So let's head straight to my chart. I might not really play back my chart or functionality per se, but I'm just going to show us what I caught last week from Wednesday. As my Don't mind my charts. This is how I like to keep it very scattered, and it does not really got the trend lines of past weeks. I do leave them there, and what I know that my eye is the perfect trend line and the perfect indicator. Once I look at the chart, whatever I wanted to do, irrespective of the trend line, I know already. But just bear with me with the rough nature of my chart. So that's I just left it this way to indicate what I did last week. So let's go. On Wednesday, like my colleague have told us about the high and low of the week. You can see mine up there. The high is this, the low is this. Well, that's when you go to 4 hours time frame, but this is 15 hours. This is 15 minutes rather, 15 minutes time frame showing the trades that was taken last week. So this is Wednesday. This trade here, I was going by because our decision candle for the high and low of the week took a whole lot of 2 days to form. On Monday, nothing was given. On Tuesday, it gave us some, and it still went back and continued to confirm it that is going to be more of sales per se for the week. But looking at here, very early in the trading hours of Wednesday, my mentor Jeff, he caught this buy. I was looking out for sell that came through all down to here, but early enough, our mentor, Mr. Jeff, if you look at my chart now, I marked here as as positive that the trade was successful, and I ticked it that Jeff caught this. So to be clear that yes, this is who really drew our attention to this trade. So when he made mention of that call for buy, and most of us we are so inquisitive, asking questions upon questions that what's the confluence, so me, I'm not really waiting for confluence because I know that he is my mentor. He has been with GU for a long while, and whatever he sees at some point, even though I never see any of those, I just do what I just follow headlong, and I took the buy, getting here, touching my trend line. I hopped out, and I was still watching my bias for that sell that I placed here. If you look at my call, what do you call it, comment comment call out, when I put in my point of interest here, I wrote it that at this point, what I will be looking at is if any of these conferences align, then I will alert the group and I'll go for a sell. So when this buy for that was given by our mentor came up to this point, so at this point I was looking, I was paying much interest on those weak rejections, the psych level and trend line already low of the week is there. I said this trade is going to give us, if not much, but as little as 25 pips. That's something. So immediately I'm noticing those weeks rejection. I told the guys in the group that we should be ready for some sell. So I myself, I entered at this point at that low of the week with some lot, and as it progresses dropping those weeks, I began to enter more smaller lot, and when I confirm this candle on 15 minutes closing below low of the week, I entered a standard lot, and it came all the way down to this place, and I told them it is time to japa. That is the language I use. It's a slogan in my country, Nigeria, that says japa means run away, run, take your lot and run. So I opt out from this point, and I waited again for I went out of the chart, out of trading, and for a while until this point. So I spotted this as a big M, and so there was this news that came up that day, but I couldn't note the news for the sake of this analysis, kind of for the sake of this trade analysis. I couldn't I can't remember the news now, but the news came up and it was in favor of the USD currency, and some of my, what do you call it, some of my colleagues in the mentorship, they got a hold of this trade, and it just took straight down, and everybody smiled that day. So coming to hear some hopped out here, some hopped out here, some diehard traders, they waited until it gets to this point, and at this point it's already London's close of London session, 4 o'clock Nigerian time, and some just signed off, and that is it. So gradually it went into close of New York session, and you can see blah 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 blah. So now this is the night of Thursday, the night of Wednesday stroke Thursday. So because of this move, I said, okay, this night, the night of Thursday, Wednesday stroke Thursday, I will have to stay, if possible, awake all night to see if I can catch a good move the following day, which is going to be Thursday. So I decided to sleep very early around 9, and I woke up around 2 a.m. and I stayed up all night. I was following up all these consolidations. As I was as I'm following them, I am just drawing trend lines. I'm following them, and I checked the event calendar, and I saw that it was that day was going to be a holiday. And so I was now imagining, I said, today there is the bank's holiday. Would there be much momentum? Would there be volatility? Would there be real movement as regards to trading? So I said, nevertheless, let me just follow up. If I see any pattern, I take the trade. If it comes out well, fine. If it doesn't come out well, we try some other time. So I follow this trade. So at the let me just zoom out so that we can see it very clearly. Or let me just zoom in rather. So I was following this trade at the break of the dawn, say 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So I made this setup and post in the chat group, and I was telling them that this trade we should get ready for a buy here. So my colleague, whom we are paired to provide the signal for that week, was asking me what was my conferences. Why am I saying that we should be ready for a buy? I just told him I have back tested through the videos in the back office of firepipsfx.com, and I have really followed up Jeff's chat and all that. I told him that with all of those, notwithstanding that this trade is going to be a buy, and I also show him what happened here. That this is what it looks like when Jeff did his yesterday. That is on Thursday. I told him yesterday being Wednesday, and he said, "Okay, no problem. Let's watch and see." So when the trade began to me, I entered here, not mind. I was just waiting patiently, not minding if I'm wrong or not. I just say this trade will buy, even if it doesn't buy. Sell stop loss is there. It hits stop loss and nobody dies. So I just entered here at this tip. So when this candle comes up and this one closes at the at the closure of this candle, I say yes, this buy notwithstanding will give us more 50 pips. I enter more lot. So at the closure of this very first one that came up on this cycle, on this trend line, this bigger trend line coming from way down, I made the call in our mentorship group that this is going to be a buy, and that is it. And some of us, we entered it. They doubted it anyway, but we entered it. So then by 8 a.m. Nigerian time, our mentor posted in our group that there is bank holiday, that trade setups are likely to be invalidated, but notwithstanding, we should do what? We should trade cautiously. I held on to that word. I say, okay, if that is the case, any slighted chance of movement I see it on the trade, I'll just do what? I'll just trade my stop. I'll just move it to entry. If there's no profit, let there be no losses. So that's it. I trade my stop losses, and the thing, it went up and up and up and gave us some pips. And when it gets here, I begin to see this candle. I still use that slogan that it's time to do what? It's time to jack by, it's time to run away. So I closed here, and that is it. So here we are actually waiting
Mr.
for.
John, nice one. Mr. John, nice one.
So
Can
some
you hear
of
me
us
clearly?
took this very
Mr.
early
John?
here.
Mr. John, can you hear me clearly? If you can hear me, I
Can
wanted to
M pattern candlestick
order.
pattern
Okay, maybe his network is kind of lagging or something. Maybe that's what's going on right here.
line chart pattern on this. So we entered the cell, coming here. It took us all up, and we decided to just wait and see what will play out here. So at the at the spike of this candle and breaking this trend line, I told my colleagues in the mentorship group that it's time to sell again. So some doubted it, but me, I just went headlong. I used my normal small lots and entered. And when it goes to here, I see that, man, the trading for the trade for the day is really messy, and people are already beginning to lose money based on the bank holiday. I told them again that we start to hop out, and some of us maybe we continue trading and all that, and you can see the movement. This is how it continues up and down, up and down, up and down, consolidating till Friday morning. It still consolidate till it gets to this point. And at the breaking of that Friday morning, I posted this, that this is actually going to be what we are looking for on that very Friday. That there will be a sell, but that sell is going to take time because of the bank holiday that still continues on Friday. So we kept watching. Though this sell, the price pushing up for some buys to get to this psychological level, it didn't take place. But some of my colleagues that caught this trade from this point up till down here, this is from here down here is during the, what they call it, is during the NFP NFP event, and they cut this sell and they went out. Some of my colleagues who are aggressive traders, they still waited for the news to play out. Those that are conversant with news trading anyway, they waited up to this point and they entered. I entered from this very point, and I got some pips that completed my trade plan for the day. I have some target for the day. I'm not that greedy, just little lots, little pips. Once I get it, I'm okay for it. So I entered here and I went all through this place. I said, okay, that is enough for today, and that's how we are able to get some signals for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. These, and like my colleague said, we got about 5 or 6 signals. So that is how it all played out, and that is it from my end. Currently I trade what they call it, FTMO 100K account, and I also took what they call it, this their new package, 300,000, and I'm not really aggressive on that. I wish to pass that account in 28 days, making every day $1,000. I'm not dying tomorrow, not even soon. So I take it real simple, slow, and steady. And I believe in compounding. When I came to Jeff's mentorship, I began to understand that it is not how big you get it immediately, but it is how big you can become over time. And with that in mind, I decided to do what I decided to just put all the aggression of let me just take this account, let's say $1,000 account, let me just make it 10,000 over a week. It's unrealistic to me. It's unrealistic, but to others, I don't know. Because if I can take it to 10,000 under a week, I can as well lose 10,000 under 5 days of trading. So when I came to Jeff's mentorship, I decided to do what, take it real slow and make it real. Reality, in the sense that if you know what you are doing, 10K account, 100K account rather, can give or take, even when the market is so bad. With your skill set, you can get like $500 for the day, and that is a lot of money. Times 5 is $2,500 all over the world. That's a huge money. It can really get you a lot. So that is it from my own end. My social media handle is on Instagram is trade with John. That is normal trade. The normal word trade. Trade then with normal words with then John, JOHNN. The John is the John ends with two N. So that is it from my end. Thank you
Thank you
very
very
much.
much, Mr. John. We really appreciate you. That's a very nice breakdown that you gave us there. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And for those guys for sticking around, thank you. And here is the tip. Like that's just a tip on the iceberg. Now here's the icing on top of it all. Okay, so I'm just going to walk you guys through what I as well took last week and what you guys should be expecting, more of what you guys should be expecting for this new week. All right. So, but what you guys should be expecting for this new week, you guys shouldn't be trading too much because today is Monday. Like today, there's a bank holiday I think bank holiday in Germany today, and there's also a bank holiday in some of European countries. So Euro is definitely going to be very, very slow, like very volatile because there are less participants in that particular pair. And also, I think there's also bank holiday in another particular another country too. So there are about 2 bank holiday. You guys can just check. In order for you to check that, you can just head straight to forexfactory.com. So for some guys that have been wondering, oh Jeff, how do you know all these things? I mean, it's not magical. It's just pretty simple. Just head straight to forexfactory.com. Then you're going to have the information right there at your fingertip on the news event happening every now and then. So let me just help you with that. Forexfactory.com. Click OK. Then the first calendar to pop up right there. That's it. So you can see bank holiday here in French bank, that is in France. There's going to be bank holiday in Germany and also bank holiday in Switzerland, since it's affecting CHF. So Switzerland there's going to be bank holiday right there today. So let me just show you something. But before I head straight to the chat, I saw some people commenting that they've been unable to get access to what they paid for. So very good. Like, first, let me start with this person first. He said, Jeffrey, someone in your name scammed me $1,000 and took it. Man, I'm so sorry about that. I told you guys countless times. This is just another one here on YouTube. I'm also going to give them. I would never message you first, not to even talk of messaging you and asking you for money. If anyone is claiming to be Jeffrey Benson and asking you for money, don't give your money to any Jeffrey Benson at all. Not even me, not even to that person. Do not give your money out at all. I'm not going to send you my personal account to send you my money. I'm not going to send you any crypto wallet to send me money because I don't need your money. We don't need your money. All right, so that's a very huge disclaimer out there. Because I'm never going to ask you for money. $1,000, that's whooping. That's a lot. Sorry about that for what happened. I'm really trying to make sure my Instagram is verified. Also trying to make sure my YouTube is verified. I think when I made the research about that, they told me that when I get to 100K, that's when my YouTube is going to be verified. And Instagram is also going to be verified very soon. So I'm working really, really hard on that to get those recognitions. But I'm sorry about that. So, I mean, I just trust my people to put out the disclaimer as much as I can. Okay? Thank you very much because you guys have really been supportive, and this happening to you is really is not so good. I'm not happy about that. Sorry about that. Then there's someone else in the comment section. He said that he paid for beginners to cash out master and he has been unable to get access. And then again, I'm really, really super sorry about that. All you just have to do is to send an email to support@firepipsfx.live. Support@firepipsfx.live. You will be answered immediately, or let's say like in less than 24 hours, you're going to be attended to, you'll be onboarded. So the reason why that is for those who are making payments those who are making payments on the website, do not make payments manually to me on Telegram or anything. You have to just go straight to the website that is scrolling right now on the screen. Firepipsfx.com for the mentorship and firepipsfx.live for the course. For those who are on firepipsfx.live for the on course, all you just have to do is why that payment, sorry, I just remember something. Why that payment is getting released is because you make bank transfer to our company account, which is Firepips company. All right, the account, which is also provided in the website. So we need to manually onboard you. So that's why it's going to take somewhere around 0 to 24 hours. So that's why you need to send an email with a screenshot and screenshot of a proof of payment and your full name and email to that email, support@firepipsfx.live. So you'll be onboarded. Our team, they are readily available to answer. And that thing is send a general message to our group, which the link is also in the description box. Do not just use the general link. Don't go and search it. The link is in the description box. Join our group right there and you can publish it there. Let everyone see it. Then our tech team is going to reach out to you immediately. All right. So thank you guys for that. And thank you, Mr. John, for you've done a nice work. You've done a fantastic job. And thank you very much, Mr. Ernest Olawale. You guys have done a nice review. So let's go ahead. If you've got a question, this is a perfect time to drop it in the comment section because I'm just going to be scrolling through and be taking your question at a time right now. Okay. So someone said, boss. Someone just said, this is from Dean's Stroke. He said, I inboxed you this morning regarding psychological level, just a little breakdown, please. Or I'm going to be going over that in no time. Then I have another one. Someone has, what is the coin for your mentorship? Maybe that's what he's trying to say. I don't know. Just go to Firepips.fx. The link is right on my screen, on your screen. This link right now you can see on the screen. That's the way you can go. Anything regarding mentorship. All right. So someone just asked me, Said Jeff, I blew my account last week. It's a small one though. Do giveaway please so I can get back in the game. Oh, sorry about that. This is not the time for giveaways, but just stay tuned in the channel. Giveaway will be coming very soon. Okay. But it's not because you blew your account, I'm gonna give you some money. No, I'm not gonna give you because someone will have to pay me back the ones I've blown when I was learning too. But I'm not giving you money because you blew your account. No, I'm gonna give you because I want to give. All right, I want to give up. All right. Thank you. So let's go ahead and head straight to the chat right now. Let's break some things down. Right here on my screen, I'm sure you all can see clearly. You can see, I mean, just pretty decent things. I didn't really have a lot of trades last week. I only had 3 trades, funny enough. So this was a high and low of the week that we had for last week. Remember the shooting that happened, but it was always recorrected on FSCM. I don't know, that's their server problem. But well, that's to be that. This was somewhere around the low of the week, and this was somewhere around the high of the week. So I took this buy, which I also shared in the Telegram channel. You all saw that move, and I helped out exactly at this tip. Now, why did I help out exactly at this tip? What were the things that I saw that made me to leave? Because number one, I knew we're against trend. I was really scalping the buys. All right, I was really scalping the buys, and the only thing that I could have just done was to hop out very soon and not one wait too long, because there was also a trend line bounce somewhere around here. But that trend line right now is no longer in value, so that's why I took out that trend line for now. Okay, I didn't catch this bull run. Neither did I catch this short because I was probably sleeping right here. This is Sydney session, so I was sleeping Sydney / Asian, sleeping and all of that. So I woke up again. At this point, this was on Wednesday and was live. I remember telling them to go long right here, which Mr. John rightly explained. I remember telling them to go long right here, and they did went long. And at some point, I was in a drawdown because price came back down, moved up right here, came back down, moved up there. I made some losses, but with this spike, I made back my win. I made back some money. And at some point, I think I lost some money to this drop. Yeah, I just lost some money to this drop, but I didn't publish that trade, not even to the mentorship, so just my personal thing. That's because I lost some money because I was away from my PC. I wasn't watching. I went out for some sort of inspection and all of that. So that went by, and I made some money back on the signal. Though I sent you guys that you guys should be hopping out because it was bank holiday on Friday. Was it Friday on Thursday? Yeah, there was bank holiday one of these days. This day particular, and that was, I think, was a spring bank holiday in GBP. When I mean GBP, I mean London. So it was just a short sell, and I didn't really go in really too much. So I helped out. So those were just the 3 signals that we called for last week. So this week is going to be a banger, bang, bang, bang. But why did I say so? If I see a very decent and juicy week, I know from experience. Experience has taught me to always know a juicy week, like from getting a decision faster from high and low of the week already being decided early in this morning. So the next kind already decided our high and low of the week. Now let me break how our high and low of the week basically work. The first rule is you have to go on 4-hour time frame. When you come on the 4-hour time frame, you have to determine the first 2 candles to form for the week. So the first 2 candles to form for the week is first, in order for you to know the first 2 candles, you have to come to your settings, navigate to your appearance, and go on your session breaks icon right there, so you can have this grid-like thing on your chart like this. So from this grid line, so the first candle counting from this grid line happens to be the first candle to form for the week. So we have 1, 2. So this is the first 2 candles. So all we are just going to do is to map out the highest and map out the lowest of either of these candles. So this happens to be the highest, this happens to be the lowest. So any candle that breaks above or beneath it gives us the directional move. So if we have a candle that breaks above it for the first time, then I mean the body, not the shadow, the body breaking above, that's going to be more of buys for that week. So right now, since this huge candle breaks above first, we are going to be having more buys for this week. So that's how we can remember the strategy of high and low of the week. So don't take my words for it. I'm challenging you. Go back and back test it so you can see what I'm talking about. So you're going to see track records showing you what's been going on with this strategy. So we have been milking the market using this strategy over and over and over and over and over again. All right. So just go ahead and do for last week, do for last 2 weeks, do for last 3 weeks, and you see what I'm saying. Oh, what Jeff is saying, whether it's true or not. But trust me, you're going to know that this strategy is a killer. But then again, no matter how good any strategy is, it shouldn't be used as a left and low indication to either go short or to go long. All right. So there have to be other confluences that have to accompany in order for you to make a proper decision. All right. So someone talked about psychological level. It's pretty simple. I mean, psychological levels are random numbers that can be plotted on any time frame. You can do this on M15, on M1, on H4, on 1 hour, on daily, on weekly, anything. But here's the basic principle. Psychological level, that's for my brother who asked about psychological level a while ago. Psychological levels are random numbers that banks hedges pay attention to. Why do they pay attention to this level? Because they are random numbers and they work based on normal human disposition. How do humans think? Whenever they go to a shop where things are probably negotiable and you are given an offer, it is only normal you give a counter offer when it is negotiable. And whenever you're giving a counter offer, you're giving a counter offer based on a random number. Let's say if someone is offering you to pay for a particular thing for, let's say, about 1,700 US dollars. He's saying, "Oh, you want to buy my phone? Let me just use generic example. My phone costs $1,700. Are you down to pay?" And if it's open for negotiation, I'm sure the next nearest whole number you're definitely going to take that to is going to be 1,500 US dollars, or you want to say 1,200 US dollars, or 1,100 US dollars, stuff like that. So you're not going to tell the person, "Oh, let me pay 11,114." No, because that number is scattered. It doesn't really make sense. So normal human disposition, we want you to take that number to a random number. So that's why we plot psychological levels on our chart using random numbers like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So the difference between 30 to 35 is 5. 35 to 40, the difference is 5. So from 40 to 45, the difference is 5. So the gap between these numbers has to be like 5, 5, 5, 5. So since we're on chart, it has to be 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50 pips difference. So that's why you see the first thing we have right here on our chart is 1.25500. That's a random number. All right. So that's why you see price is likely going to reverse at this point right now. So price getting to 1.25500. You see it's slowing down. The momentum has got to, the buying momentum has got to start slowing down, and price will start dropping no time. So that's why you also see at this point when price got to 1.2500 because it's a random number, the momentum started slowing down at this point. There was a lot of consolidation around this point and started pushing up. So that's just the brain behind psychological level. Now, if you have to measure from 1.2500 to 1.25500, it's going to be 50 pips. So in order for you to do that, you have to click on the ruler tool, measurement tool, and just start measurement from this point to the next one. It has to be 50 pips. Just check it out. Exactly 50 pips. So you can see right there, 49.4. That is 50 pips. That's because I didn't get it exactly at the accurate point. All right. So it's just 50 pips. So in order for you to cross-check whether or not your psychological level you're correct with it or not, you have to make sure you bring out your ruler tool. It has to be 50 pips on currency pairs. But if it's on gold, for gold, I think it has to be 500 pips. All right. And for US30, I see someone is talking about US30. Could you say US30? Why do you want us to say US30? You have to give us a proper analysis as to why that is true. All right. I mean, for him who is asking us to say US30, we can comment section. Well, that aside, don't take any trade without doing a proper analysis. That's a disclaimer out there. Anytime you see trade, not even me, if I send you a trade and you have to see my analysis, if you don't see my analysis, you've got to ask. You've got the right to ask, "Jeff, what's your analysis? Why do you want me to go short? Why do you want me to go long on this trade?" So that's when you can better have an informed decision on what to do. All right, because past profit doesn't guarantee future successes. Because I made profit yesterday doesn't mean I'm going to make profit today. Or because I made $10,000 yesterday and I'm dropping trades today, just want to go in blindly because, oh, Jeff is a 6-figure trader, he's a 7-figure trader, so he can't be wrong with this. Who told you? I might not be wrong with my analysis, but then again, your risk management might be wrong, and you can have your account blown. So that's why it's very, really important you understand my analysis, why I'm getting in, the point at which I'm setting my stops, and what's my risk tolerance, and what's your risk tolerance. All right. So these things are really, really crucial. And this analysis work for other pair. I can see someone is asking. Dan's Freak is asking. He said, "Jeff, do your analysis work for other currency pairs?" Yeah, it works for any damn pair. It also works on stocks. It works on crypto, and it also works on CFDs and everything that you have to just mention. All right. So with that said, let me take you straight to for those who are still asking questions regarding the mentorship. It's pretty simple. In order for you to be a part of those that join me to trade every Wednesdays and Friday, and you watch me make money. Now, I've literally taken an account of 27,000 US dollars to 100K. Okay, the last time I showed it was 94,000 US dollars trading in 15 trading days. Right now, I'm still on the journey because I'm having a lot of account. I'm still trading. This is not just to flex. See the journey. I can even show you, but because of my account, I don't want to expose that too much. But you can check on my Instagram. I made a video regarding this, and also you can check my YouTube stories. I dropped out to how I moved an account from $27,000 to $94,000 of recent live, and I'm documenting it. And that video is going to be live here on YouTube. So that's why you have to just subscribe if you're not subscribed here. So if you are a part of those, to check that live, whether or not Jeff is saying the truth, and they are all live account guys. So hit the like button, subscribe, and so you can be a part of our success story. I'm always keen in teaching you on how to trade forex profitably. whether you have money to learn from me or not, it's none of my business. All I'm just concerned about is you to gain financial freedom. So that's why we've got free content for you in our website. So whether you sign up with us or you're in our mentorship or not, or you ever sign up for any of our courses, because that's not the goal. The goal is not to make money off you guys. The goal is to make sure you guys learn and to become financially free. So just head straight to our firepipsfx.com website right now and click on the beginners class. It's absolutely for free. You can learn things here for free. We're not going to charge you. We're not going to ask you for your credit card or anything at all. Just start learning. Start learning and join us in our Telegram channel and make sure you bring in more people so that you can start learning. And it's optional. You may decide to join us on Telegram. You may decide not to. Okay, it's all up to you. But the thing is, I don't want you to watch this video right now and not learn. That's a sin. That's a sin to me. Yeah, you're gonna be sinning against me and against yourself, bro. So just start learning. You have to learn technical analysis, how to get to support this band and sell, how we support channel. You can see them here, support and resistance, take profit. Even though you've been learning things elsewhere, you don't really understand them, you can just come here and grab some of these concepts for free. So it's when you're getting value from these things and you want to further your education and you think, oh, Jeff is a nice mentor I want to work with, that's when you can come on the mentorship. I mean, the mentorship is very, very affordable to everyone. So if you want for the yearly, which I always strongly recommend, it's $399 for a year. This is the cheapest in the industry right now. And if you want for the monthly, you just want to test out how it works, this is $100, $99.9. You can start. And you also have the one for free. So we have everyone covered. And now please do not come the mentorship with mindset of gaining signals. It's not just for signals. It's not for signals. Don't come with mindset, oh, I'm here to flip an account. In fact, there are some rules that we have to subject you to. There's some test exam we subject you to in our mentorship. So you don't come and you just trade live. No, you have to earn it. In order for you to trade live, you have to have my blessings and say, okay, now you can trade live. You have to earn it. All right. So we have tests at which to test you. We have trading plan you have to go through and every of those exercises to make sure you are set up for success. All right. So these are many more other things that you'll be going through in our mentorship. All right. So that and many more are also available. So if you have got any question right now, is the best time to drop it in the comment section because I'm just going to be going over some question right now. All right. Thank you. So someone is asking, Jeff, can you please talk about the TDI indicator and the setup, please? Yes, I have that available on my Telegram, how to set it up, the instruction, the whole of the instruction. So you can go ahead to the Telegram. The link is in the description box. If you are not a part of it just yet, I think the link is also in the description box. Just go check it out, the Telegram, and that should put you up right there. Here. I think, yeah. So all you just have to do is right here, search. You want to search here on Firepips channel and you just search on TDI. That is all that is to be done. Yeah, here's the whole instruction. So you can see right here. So let me just do a copy right now and paste it for you guys that are on this YouTube. So, and if you want to have it, so just omit the E instruction. You don't have to go with the E and all of that. Omit the E instruction. So if you want to know, have a video on how to set that up, also search my channel, my YouTube channel. I've made tons of video on how to set that up. So in order for you to do that is just have to come on here, go to my videos and search TDI by Jeffrey Benson. TDI by Jeffrey Benson. So you're going to see tons of video I've made regarding that particular topic. All right. And for those who are talking about proprietary firms, you want to sign up with my Forex Fund or my FTMO or Trader Central because they are sponsor of this video. Trader Central, shout out to you guys for sponsoring this video. It's just simple. Just go to their website, read their frequently asked questions, and you have your questions sorted. All right. Thank you guys. Amazing. Now someone is asking, SA Levi is asking, what does the mentorship entail? Mentorship entail me trading with you live every Wednesday and teaching you and trading with you every Friday. So if you want a trading companion and you want someone who is have a step ahead of you, which is me, to want to mentor you, then that's something that you want to come on for. All right. I teach you exactly strategy that I've been teaching for years, assessing strategy, and I make sure you are good at it. Add some little tweaks and make sure you are good at it. Work on your psychology, work on your risk management, work on your money management and your trade management, and also let you know how I'm trading it so you can as well have confidence in order for you to trade. So if you guys really know how Forex works, you know that it's a game of confidence and a game of psychology more, all right? Not any other thing, not more of the strategy that you guys are supposed to what you guys think right there, all right? And someone is asking, he said, Aware Daniel, he said, Jeff, please talk about how to make entry after the W and the M pattern form. Good thing, aware Daniel. Now you guys can see clearly a pattern that is forming here. Now, what letter can you guys see right here? Just comment in the comment section. Let me see. What letters can you guys see right here? It's pretty simple. Now, I'll be telling you guys, wait for M, wait for W. What letters can you see? Can you guys see right here? What letters? I want to see. Reply in the comment section right now. Go ahead. What letters can you guys see? I want to answer this question right now. Oh, you can see a letter M. Okay, you can see a letter M. I was saying you can see Richard say an M, an M. Everyone's saying an M. Okay, good. With that said, now let's go. Now, since you guys are seeing an M, in order for you to trade this particular signal, it's pretty simple. You have to have at least 3 or 4 confluences to confirm the direction at which we want to go to. Now we've got a trend line coming from the top. Now let me shrink my chart so you can see, so this trend line can make sense. I don't really want to go too deep to the strategy, so I don't have this class choked up, because I think my mentees have already shed more light on as to how the strategy works. If not today, they've shed more light on it in previous classes. So you want to watch the previous recordings that we've had. So you can see first touch, second touch, and this is happening. This is most likely going to be third bounce. So you see an M forming. So once an M is formed, all you just have to know is you have to watch out for entry candle. Sorry about that. I've got cold and catarrh, so I've been trying to battle that for a while now. Now because there's a chemical that entered through my nostril while they're trying to do a deep clean in one of our apartments. All right. So you just have to watch out for a strong kind of weak rejection on the second leg of an M. Then that's your entry, an entry candle. So if you want to better understand how entry candle works, you have to come to the mentorship where you're going to see live, who trading live. So if I'm to get in on this trade right now, I'm just only going to be scalping for the sales, because the actual direction right now, we are going long. We're going to be bullish for this week. It's going to be more buys for this week. Why? Because our directional move, which is this buy candle on 4 hour time frame, already suggested. So we're already having a very strong bullish candle, which happens to be this one big candle. So that tells us that we should position ourselves for more of buys. But right now, if you have to go on this sell, just be very careful, because I know where you are. You are at the opposite direction of the trend. You are in counter trend. All right. So just be careful. Okay. And someone is asking, Roman Paul said, sir, please, how can I know session? You can know different type of session by the timing. One thing I always do in my early day of my trading career, I always have different time zone on my Samsung set. Like right now, still today, you're still going to see different time zone on this part of my phone. So you can see that there are different time set there. So you can see Sydney session, Los Angeles, New York, and Singapore. And I also have the one for London. Since I have the same as London time, so I don't have to set London. So I just use my local time, same as London. So you want to set that too. So once it's 8 a.m. in Sydney, then you know that's Australian session. If it's 8 a.m. in Tokyo, then you know that's Japanese session. If it's 8 a.m. in London, then that's London session. If it's 8 a.m. in New York, that's New York session. So these are the things that you have to know, the differences between this time frame. And the busiest and the one you want to really focus on is London and the overlap. Overlap between London and New York and the New York session. So that these are the time zones you should be focusing on. All right. And Google can be a really good help there. Just search what time frame are we currently on in Forex, as regarding Forex. That will really help you. So someone is saying, I keep on Richard is saying, Jeff, I couldn't register for the beginners to cash out course. He keeps saying not accepting new student. That's because you are journeying through the wrong link. You are journeying through the firepipsfx.com, not this one. If you want to register for the course, this for the mentorship is firepipsfx.com/mentorship. Yeah. If you want the course, it's firepipsfx.live. Firepipsfx.live. So you can see right here live.live. So there are differences. Firepipsfx.com is for the mentorship. Firepipsfx.live is for the course, the one-off course, which is what you have right here. So that's going to give you access. So we have to create these differences because of some reasons. We want to create a different learning atmosphere for those who are in the course and for those who are in the mentorship. And there are 2 differences between the course and the mentorship. Please, can you know the difference? Don't sign up for the course and expect me to come live. For the course, you're not going to see me teaching one-on-one like the way I do with the mentorship. No. Mentorship is I teach them every Wednesdays, 8 a.m., Friday, and Wednesdays. All right. But for the course, it's just a one-off pre-recorded course that you have to watch that will guide you on how to pass a proprietary firm and how to trade your own life account profitably from 0 level to until you start cashing out. So that's why it's called beginners to cash out. So those are the 2 differences between those 2 things. And there are other slight things. But you also have a Telegram group that you have to join. The link is also in the course at the back office right there. And someone is also asking a question. Let this just be the last one. The creator said, please can you show how you made the psychological level not a dotted line? Okay. So maybe you are kind of you have a problem with bringing up first. Come to your trend line tool right here. You're going to select the horizontal line. This is horizontal line. So you're going to click on it and it's going to drop this way. So you double click on it. This way you can do the settings and modification. Come to styling, and you can select online, and you can select anyone. So yours probably is dotted right now or dash. So you just want to click online, all right? And you can change the color and play around any settings that you want. And if you want to change the text around, you can play around with the text. But I know this is what you want to do. The trick on doing that, just drop any horizontal line, double click on it, or you can just highlight and you see the small tiny box right here. Just click on that box, and you should bring up the settings that you just saw right now. So with that said, let me just go ahead and delete that since we don't have anything to do with it. All right, so for right now, I'm expecting more of sales on this pair, more of sell. Maybe sell to somewhere around this region before you start buying. But today's Monday, I'm not trading. Just keep it safe, guys, and work on your risk management. No matter what strategies you are using, I'm not here to badmouth anyone. I just preach love. I love my colleagues. I love people who are also on YouTube right here, giving out you guys free content. And I love the struggle that they are going on, and I love the passion at which they want to educate you guys. All their strategy, which I've seen them trading with, they all work. All right, they all work. Whatever strategy you're using, whether you're using smart money, whether you're using the stock hunt thingy, whatever strategy it might be, whatever, like fire, anything at all that you might want to call it. Just what I'm begging you guys is make sure you apply proper money management. Whatsoever strategy you're using, apply proper money management, because that's the real deal. At the end of the day, what's going to matter is you staying long in the game. And for you to stay long in the game, you have to apply proper money management, proper risk management. All right. The tip on how to do that is pretty simple. Do not over leverage. Use smaller lot sizes when you're not sure of the trades they are currently on. All right. Use smaller lot sizes when you're not sure of the trades you're currently on. Always make sure you use a stop loss. Apply a stop. So thank you guys for coming on to this live session. And I would love to see you guys in the mentorship, and also love to see you guys in the course. Any one of them that you decide to select is just fine. So see you guys in the next one. Same time next week on Monday. You guys should keep the fire peeping and remember this. Bye for now, guys. Love you all.